Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Rndr, FET and Injective price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with Rndr here on the lower time frame where we start to see, of course, some push toward the downside after we were looking here for 1, 2, 3 and potentially wave 4 can still be there. Well, somehow I'm thinking, yeah, that we might bring this scenario back, of course, as an impulse. As a potential correction here, because we see, of course, something that it might unfold toward the upside still for Rndr, despite that it is a very long way for, and we reach the perfect targets so far. But the reaction here is not yet very impulsive, I would say. We might still see something pushing for higher, since of course we got yesterday this very massive push, but basically it can still be as well as an ABC finish there, and that we are looking for 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. So we gotta be careful with it. Now this wave here is very interesting, that we are looking at something that it looks like a leading diagonal. However, internally here, I'm not sure if this, I mean, on the very micro level, I'm not sure if this applies for a zigzag, because it looks like 5 waves. And also this one looks like very impulsive. But if it is the leading diagonal, there is a potential of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 continuation toward the upside here, in case it wants to continue for something very higher. So very interesting what we are looking for. Therefore, key levels here to be watched. I would say, since those targets are taken, I'm gonna remove them. I'm gonna keep this one. But key levels here to make sure that we are pushing for lower is, of course, here confirmation for lower. Meaning, if the price, since this is impulsive 5 waves, if this is kind of WX and a Y, then of course you continue toward the downside, you take the low confirmation for lower. If this is the opposite, and this is something like much more impulsive over there, and you are looking here to potential 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, can be, of course, something very bullish, that it might still be unfolding there for wave 5. And that means, of course, in a bigger picture, you might be here and still, of course, in this wave 5, that it might be unfolding as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for Rndr. So also confirmation for higher would be simply taking the high there of this diagonal. If we take it again, well, can be, of course, kind of confirmation for higher, but preferably, of course, to take even this high there. Yeah, so 1, 2, 1, 2, and take both highs and continuation toward the upside. So those are the key levels, of course, between bullish and bearish. Now, yeah, we'll see what is gonna do, but it's very tricky here. Yeah, with this leading diagonal, very tricky. So the price kind of like suggests again to push for higher. Okay, so we gotta be careful with it. It can be, of course, the possibility there for higher prices though. For FET, well, is really underperforming. I would say if FET is in a potential wave 2 here, can be also bullish if you want this bullish scenario, but I doubt it, guys. Yeah, so because you have to consider 1, 2, 1, 2. What do we do with this one? Yeah, you didn't took the low there. So that is very far possibility, honestly. And if it is 1, 2, 3, wave 4, invalidation already taken. But yeah, we'll see. And actually here, of course, it is suggesting a lot of correction there. So basically, I'm still looking for lower. This is your wave 1, 2 here, and potentially double 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So yeah, might still be unfolding over there. Okay. FET is somehow showing weakness. It's not showing so much strength, I would say. Can still, of course, looking for lower. Yeah, so basically, I would say also in a bigger picture anyway, you need to finish up here your WX and a Y or an ABC. Yeah, so by all means, you want to finish here the 3 ways down, and then the triangle, and then of course 3 ways down, or a diagonal. Yeah, so because A, B here as triangle, wave C 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave C finishing within the time, or a W, X, and a Y. Your wave Y is an A, B, and potential wave C. Diagonal can be also or an impulse. Yeah, so very likely that we're still looking for lower. I'm not yet convinced, of course, that we push for higher for the altcoins yet. Yep, so this is regarding FET. Let's see also Injective. For Injective as well, if we take a look a little bit on a bigger picture, also we are of course in this three waves finish zigzag, and we're looking for this three waves down. Yeah, so this three waves down is represented as A, B, and a C, or a W, X, and a Y. Now, of course, for Injective, the movement here that I'm looking at is very likely to be in a W, X, and a Y much more than ABC. And especially that you don't have a triangle in a wave X, it can be that the triangle is unfolding over there. So it can be the A, B, and looking right now for a wave C, and then D and a E here, and then pushing for higher. So your wave C might be an ABC, something like this. It can be still pushing higher and down, and then pushing, yeah, something like this, and then pushing, of course, for higher prices at the 1-to-1 FET time. On the lower time frame for Injective as well, we are looking at this impulse as a 1-2 here after, of course, WX and a Y. 1-2, 1-2, wave 3, wave 4, and a 5. Can be, of course, finishing here 1-2, 3. Yeah, because, of course, the wave 3 is 1-2, 3, 4, 5 here, wave 3. Wave 4 still unfolding based on this wave 2. So because the wave 2 here is very, very sharp and very, very aggressive, it can be the wave 4 still taking a little bit time here, and a range, of course, as a triangle. A, B, C, D, and a E again, and then pushing for lower. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so very likely as well. Internally on the 50-minute chart as well, if this is a triangle here, well, we are exactly at the point where you want to break. If it breaks it, it might of course drop down a little bit, but it might still be in a triangle. Be careful. So A, B, C, D, and a E, and then pushing for lower. Yeah, so this is what it might be happening here. A little bit longer triangle for Injective, but don't forget, you might still have 4-5 continuation toward the downside. And this will make it, of course, as a potential finished here zigzag A, B, and a C. And as we mentioned, can be a part of the triangle here. Okay, so the part of the triangle meaning this triangle over there. Yeah, so this one, sorry. Yeah, so this one can be, of course, the wave C, wave D, and a wave E to finish in time. Yeah, we'll see, guys. So the things are not yet, of course, bullish. And of course, we still see weaknesses. I'm still estimating lower prices to continue and to proceed on the macro level. But on the micro level, we might see, of course, a little bit higher prices. Of course, as correction and then continuation towards the downside. Yep, so that was it for Rndr, FET, and Injective. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.